You may recognise this brand from their original DECOKEE disc, a nifty little portable drive for the tiny 2230 based NVMe SSDs, complete with RGB lighting as well as good performance, making it perfect for handheld games consoles or even general computer-based use. Well, the company have taken that concept and applied it to the smartphone market with their latest design, the DECOKEE Magnetic SSD Disc 2. We're going to ignore the packaging with this unit, considering this is a pre-release sample, so by the time you get your hands on this it'll come in some fancy packaging to match. Nevertheless, onto the drive itself then, which is actually very similar to the DECOKEE disc that it sits beside in the lineup, although of course this time round we have a circular design. Available in silver as well as the black I have here, the drive itself is rather small at only 60mm in width and just shy of 13mm deep, and it maintains a reasonably low weight too, which is important considering the drive is designed to be used alongside a smartphone, or be attached to other items. And that comes thanks to a magnetic base, which is rubber lined so won't damage the surface it adheres to. Perfectly suited to iPhones with their MagSafe connection, where the drive attaches with ease and really holds quite firm. Note that should you wish to attach the drive to another object that's not MagSafe compatible, a compatible ring is included with an adhesive layer that can be attached to your item, hence making the magnetic enclosure now compatible. Otherwise, the drive incorporates a single USB Type-C port at the bottom edge, which operates at USB 3.1 Gen 2 10GB per second speeds, and thankfully you do receive a compatible short cable in the package. Saying that, I would have preferred a right-angled cable at one end, just to make attaching to a smartphone a little more streamlined, but it does the job regardless. Revisiting the bottom for a moment then, the plate is held in place with 4 T6 screws, so not a tool-free design, although saying that, you need to consider how often you'd be changing the SSD inside in the first instance. I know it's not something I'd do very often once set up, and I'm assuming most other users would be the same, but even so I have a 1TB SSD pre-installed in this example, though it is available in other configurations, as well as an empty enclosure for you to add your own existing SSD should you prefer, with capacities of up to 2TB being supported. On the opposite end then, we have a pretty sleek see-through design. I actually really do like the look, and as an added bonus we have some RGB lighting that comes to life once the drive is attached to its host and power is provided. You'll either love or hate this depending upon how you intend to use it. It's not so bad on the back of a handheld gaming console for instance, but something you may not want when using it on the back of your iPhone or on your computer. A switch to turn the lights off, just like with the original DECOKEE disc, would have been nice here, but unfortunately that's not the case. And for times when you need it, the outer rim of the drive pulls out to form a built-in stand too, perfect for viewing back captured footage at the end of a shooting session. The drive itself provides pretty good speeds at its 10GB per second stated range, no real issues there, making it plenty enough for most handheld consoles, or even for use capturing ProRes footage on the latest iPhones. Note the drive does come pre-format in exFAT for the best compatibility across a range of devices, but can be reformat to any file system of your choice of course. Even so, nothing to really complain about here, pretty decent speed ratings from its USB 3.1 Gen 2 interface. As it stands then, this is yet another good enclosure from DECOKEE. There's not too much that's new here from the original DECOKEE disc mind. It's a spin-off of the same concept with a shape change and compatibility with MagSafe devices, or anything metal in fact. I do wish it was easier to turn off the RGB lights however, along with a more suited USB cable that provides a nicer fit, but otherwise there's little to complain about here. A small, solid enclosure that works perfectly well.